Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be recapping the final episode of Earth Abides and sharing my thoughts on the series as a whole. But first, I would like to thank everyone for commenting under my videos and also sharing your thoughts and theories of the TV series. Heather speaks to Rafe's parents about what happened to him and a twist of fate or maybe karma. The man, I believe his name is Silas, who was kicked out and begged to return, was the same person who hurt Rafe. Meanwhile, Ish struggles with guilt after his son Joey's illness. It's a reminder that the entire community shares responsibility for Charlie's death and not just Ish. Consequences hit very hard after Charlie was gone. Evie gets sick, Rafe is gone, and Ish fights desperately to break Joey's fever because Joey's sickness have gotten worse. He even asks Jorge, a man of faith, to pray with him and pass on some hope. But sadly, Joey dies, and the moment Joey tells Ish he's scared to leave and wonders how he'll find him was very heartbreaking. Ish struggles to cope, even contemplating burning down the library, calling it a house of lies. Emma reminds him that they still have two other children to think about, which help Ish comes to terms with Joey's death. He begins to see the world very differently and realize it's not about clinging to the past, but letting the new generation learn and adapt to life in their own way. Later, Ish finds Joey's journal where he wrote about building a radio and his belief that aren't meant to be alone. Inspired, Ish works to make contact and eventually hears back, and there are 77 survivors. This sparks hope, and the group prepares to join them. The story fast forward 50 years later, and Ish passed the torch to Heather's eldest son, ensuring the legacy of rebuilding continues. One mystery remains, in my opinion, is when Heather identifies Rafe's attacker by his tattoo. Corey seems shocked. He later confides in Molly, asking what to do about a secret he's keeping. It's hinting that Corey might have plans for revenge, possibly blaming others, including Ish and Emma, for what happened. I don't know what happened with that dialogue between Corey and Molly, because the look on his face looked very evil. At first he was just smiling, and then once Molly walked away, he was looking a little bit upset. Now, Corey and I believe his name is Silas are best friends. That kind of like bothered me a little bit because it just seems so mysterious as he was going to do something and he didn't, and it just skipped over to the next scene. So you guys let me know if I'm the only one that thinks like this. I don't know if y'all felt the same way regarding Corey having that conversation with Molly. It seems like he wanted to do something and then the scene just jumped to something else. I don't know. But overall, I really enjoy the series. At first, I wasn't sure because of the pacing, but it turned out to be refreshing, taking on survival and humanity. It made me think, if I were the last person on Earth, what would I do? And I like how we see these characters develop regarding Ish and Emma, because it was all about them. They were the central core of building a community. Yes, Emma was wrong on a lot of things regarding putting that address up there, but she wanted that community. She wanted that type of peace on Earth. Unlike Ish, he was very private. He was the type of person that sets a schedule and want things done one way, and he was all about the old history of what's been going on, and that's what he wanted to teach Joey about, the old ways of doing things before Joey passed away. And so I thought it was very interesting of how two different personalities, but both of them still have something in common with each other. And the moment when Joey passed away, you can see Ish just taking that black spray paint and just getting rid of the address, because he felt like we don't need any more people coming to this community. It's just fine the way it is. But he had that look on his face when he read Joey's journal and said that, I wonder if there's more people out there. It has to be. And then that's when Ish was like, you know what? I may be wrong. I think I'm wrong of what I was thinking all these years about not wanting people to come in. Yes, it's going to be some people that's going to have an evil way to try to turn into something bad, but at the same time, there are good people out in the world. And so that's the thing that I love about the series, because it took the time to kind of establish Ish and establish Emma of who they really are, you know, regarding the whole entire world. And I like the other characters as well, especially Jean. You know, Jean, she had overcome her addiction of alcohol, you know, especially when she found out that Reef was gone. You know, I suspect that Jean may have been going back to drinking again. But when she took that shot on behalf of Reef, and she pulled another shot and she left it there, and she said that was for her daughter, and I forgot her daughter's name, and she walked away. And this series kind of break down the chemistry, and it breaks down the characteristics and their personalities about these people. And so that's what made me enjoy the series. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the series. This feels like a complete story, and I'm okay with being a limited series without a season 2. It doesn't need to be a season 2. I like how they closed the chapter. Thank you all for watching, commenting, and liking my videos. Next up, I will be reviewing Mayfair Witches Season 2. If you have not seen Season 1, please go watch it to catch up. Make sure you check that out. And also, I'm going to be reviewing Severance Season 2, which I'm also excited for. And so, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until then, see you later.